Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is Diamond Society, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode number 2. And I think we're actually going to keep the numbers going from last season. I think, since it is kind of the same grouping of people, and really kind of, the same style of video, I guess, we're just going to keep the numbers going. So, we left off at like 52, which makes this one 54 maybe? I'm not actually 100% sure on that, but here we are. This is what we worked on in the last episode. We are building somewhat of a replica of Hogwarts. Not an exact copy, just based on, and this is going to be the entrance area, kind of like a courtyard going on here. And it's looking pretty cool. I have this medieval theme going on here. And using mainly dark oak, stones, and spruce. And that's going to be what we stick with for the bulk of the build here. Probably not going to deviate too much within. But in the courtyard here, we still have some work to do. So we've got the walls going along here, built on the diagonal, by the way, which definitely did make it a little bit more challenging, but kind of added a cool aspect to it. I don't know, just something about it just makes it look pretty cool here. So we got this little walkway going through here, and then that center area down there, and maybe we could add another little like staircase or something. Well, maybe not, I don't know. If we did, it'd have to be somewhere over here, and this thing would probably have to move because we got that little path going right there. Oh, but we have the bushes in the way. Maybe not. Maybe that was a bad idea. But over here, yeah, Ithias' place is looking absolutely incredible. Lots has been made. Lots of progress, rather, has been made since the last time we saw it. But our place has not made any progress since the last time we saw it. We still have plenty to do in here. We've got to redo the floor, the ground, whatever you want to call it, once we get this other farm in here. We still have to do the sugarcane farm. Once we get that in, then we can put some other bushes in. And I started doing some chiseled stone around here, so we'll get that in. And then decide what we want to do for the path here. Just cobblestone, that's not going to fly. Maybe having some cobblestone in it is okay, but it cannot be just solely cobblestone. That would not look too swell. And if we pop on up here, kind of get a cool view of all the side here. So something back here would probably be nice. Maybe not something too detailed, because you're not really going to see it unless you're back there. But, something just so that it's not just kind of like a block like that. But this main path right here where these torches are, this has to be lit up some other way. We can't just keep using torches everywhere. It does have a nice medieval look, but there are quite a bit of them. And it is making the build kind of a little bit noisy and kind of distracting from the build itself. So definitely want to get that sugarcane farm in, and then we'll figure out what we want to do around here. Okay, so I came up actually on top of this hill here, because this is a really cool view of the place. I haven't done anything since I popped up here. However, I did want to get a shot like this because that is a pretty cool view. I think kind of looking on like that, you can kind of see down the crops to look a little blurry until you zoom in here. But you can kind of see how stuff is laid out a little bit better than just kind of standing there. It looks a little bit muddled, I guess, if you're kind of in the middle. Just, I don't know, at least for me, it looks a little bit more clear up here. You can kind of see a little bit better where stuff is going to go. Like the sugar cane's going to go on that big empty block over there. And then we're going to have more bushes over here in this empty strip. And then the rest of the building is going to go over here. And you may have noticed in the last clip that this side of the mountain here is flat. And that is because I am taking down part of this mountain here up to probably about in here, about where that horse is. So a decent chunk of the mountain, although nothing too major. Just enough so that I have enough room to build kind of the next area. But then we can extend off, and we really don't need to worry too much about any more terraforming, other than maybe like adding in some grass instead of all this ugly stone all over the place. But that's a little bit more minor, and cutting this out wouldn't take too long if we had efficiency 5 and haste 2, because this really, this does mine pretty slowly when you only have an iron pick. Maybe I could at least enchant a diamond pick, make it go a little bit faster. But it is going along here, and I would like to start this next building in this episode, although maybe not, might not be able to, might spend most of the time down here. But, I mean, we've made pretty good progress so far. It's come like out to here before, so overall, looking pretty good. Well, we are 2 episodes in, and it seems to be that we are already following the trend of last season. Here we have already a start to a collection of music discs. We had tons of them last season. I would spend hours trying to collect music discs and just collect, 10, 20 at a time. And looks like we're already starting that. Haven't gone too crazy. Which chest was that in down here? So I haven't gone too crazy with it. Just got the 3. Just kind of happened. There were skeletons and creepers nearby, and I let it kill the creepers. So yeah, I got a couple of those. I don't know if I'm going to go quite as crazy as I did last season here. And I also have this out front. Now, y'all may have noticed this earlier. Actually had this in last episode, but didn't actually say anything about it. Somebody has brought over a replica of my banner from Season 1. Looking pretty cool here. This is my old YouTube logo, or, it was a little bit more squared off, obviously, on YouTube. Although, yeah, it is just the orange M with a green background. Had that at the ranch, and then just days later actually got a new logo. But that is my banner. We're going to use it for now. May design a new banner for Season 2. Since we are kind of going with the Harry Potter theme, obviously building kind of our own version of Hogwarts here, I might change the color scheme. Maybe make one of this design, but in each color for each different house. Maybe all 4 houses. That could be kind of neat. But as you will see here, not too much with the houses, or with the banners at all, actually. This area is pretty much done. I think for now we are going to call it quits on this area. Looking fairly decent, I think. Obviously did up the ground quite a bit here. Now it's no longer just cobblestone. Got a lot more design on it, and there could be probably parts that I could improve. However, we are just going to leave it like this for now, going with the redstone lamps. I did actually head off into the nether and grab up some glowstone, so that's all looking pretty cool. Did try just glowstone on the floor, by the way. I was not having that. Really didn't like that texture too much. This is much, much nicer. I think probably because it's got the black, and it's a little bit darker of a yellow too, which I think is definitely a benefit. Or maybe that's just kind of an optical illusion because you do have the black in there. And maybe that just makes everything around it look a little bit darker. Not quite sure, but the sugarcane farm's in over here, as well as the rest of the leaves here, and that does kind of actually poke up one higher than the fence, or the same height as the torches. And if you look in here, kind of a cool pattern actually on the floor. So there is the most efficient way to play sugarcane. I did not do that here. I just kind of did this tile design here with the water and the jack-o'-lanterns to make it kind of light up. And actually at night, this thing looks really cool because that kind of vibrant sugarcane color there really does light up, which is awesome. And I do... yeah, actually need to go get more jack-o'-lanterns. We're going to put lights in here underneath all of the water so that these farms light up as well. That's something I actually forgot to do, so that will be one minor change that we make here. But then the last part of this area, this kind of courtyard area here, we have 4 chests in the center. Wasn't really sure what to do. It was a big block of cobblestone, and so I checked these in there, and these are for each of the farms. So here we got the potatoes off in this corner, so the potatoes are stored in there, and then of course carrots, and then this is sugarcane and wheat and seeds as well. So that's all pretty good. Haven't harvested any of this stuff yet, and maybe I'll actually check some lily pads on here too, just to kind of prevent myself from walking in or dropping anything in there. So that's all looking pretty cool, and now we have the rest of the castle to do. Oh, this is going to be such a fun project to work on, but for now, this is this area complete. Let's actually pop up there to get a little bit better perspective on the area. All right, trying to get this clip in quickly before someone sleeps and sets it back today. This is what I mean. This area illuminates so nicely. I really do like that. And from up here, this place does look pretty cool, as well as Ethias' place. Also looking super neat. Went up there before. Pretty much got lost in there, actually. There are a lot of cool things going on around the server right now. And there's what I meant. There's someone sleeping. But yeah, there are a lot of cool things going on around the server. Haven't gotten a chance to see everything, but I've been popping through the nether, looking at some of the different bases I can get to from there that I have no clue where they are in the overworld here, but they look so epic, guys. Check out the other members. It is definitely looking like this is going to be a really cool season. Already builds are starting to pop up all over the place and starting to grow pretty quickly, so maybe I've got to step up my game a little bit here, but now is time. I thought he was sleeping. That's odd. Anyway, now is the time to start with kind of this main entrance. Not going to do the whole building. That's going to take quite a while because I think this thing is going to be fairly big, but at least just kind of the main entrance here, and then wrap this path along, or around rather, to kind of pop in the side. So we'll have like a main entrance out front here, and then these two just kind of go off and enter, maybe like part way through. Maybe they'll go all the way back. I don't know if they'll just enter right here or not. Depends kind of on how I want to plan out the design. We probably won't do too much with that just yet, but I do want to get this kind of main entrance in, and maybe even have like a big gate or something. I think that could be pretty cool. This may or may not be what we stick with. I mean, it's decent, but the shape right here kind of seems a little bit odd. So I went ahead and obviously did the whole wall here and tried to mix in a couple of different types of stone, as well as a bit of color here with the fire and the wood, and then the big M for Mott right there in the middle. But yeah, it looks a little bit church-like almost. And like I said, that right there, that's just kind of weird. May have to edit this a little bit, but I think for now it's going to be good enough to... Oh no, now we're in here. I think it's going to be good enough to keep for now. We'll probably go ahead and build the rest of it and try to just adjust it to However, we're actually going to do the rest of the build. Maybe I'll actually wait for a little bit until I'm actually fully happy with this. But yeah, I mean, overall, obviously we're sticking with the same blocks that we've been using around here. The fire is new, and that's just kind of for that whole kind of like wow factor. Like you walk in, and you just have this big grand entrance, you know, fire burning and all that. You got the big M for Mott, as I said, right there in the middle. So that's pretty cool. Kind of reminiscent of Season 1. We had the MB over at the train station for Mottbot. So here is the big M right there. And then just this kind of like, almost like a witch tower right there going up. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have used a couple of those here instead of these big fire pillars. But I don't know. I think overall it's actually looking pretty good here. So yeah, not a whole lot to say about it really. You can actually look inside those windows. There's not a whole lot up there. It's just actually, I think just a piece of glowstone really to keep it lit. So at night it looks kind of illuminated and pretty cool there. But it is on an angle, and where the spruce blocks are is going to go back, and we are going to have this next building angled as well here. And this will be like the main hall. This will be where we put our storage room. And then this thing's going to go kind of far back. We've started chipping away here at the mountain to give us enough room for that main hall. It's probably going to come back to about here. So a chunk of this thing's going to have to come out. I know I've mentioned it before. I don't remember if it was actually this episode or the last one, but we're going to come back to about here, cut all that off. I've been working on it, so we'll probably be able to get the rest cut out before the end of this episode. And it does help, very much does help, that I now have enchanted tools. And that is so helpful. Mining this with an iron pick was taking absolutely forever. Could probably go get an enchanted shovel now too. But the diamond pick, this thing is efficiency 4 on breaking 3. So one pick, and it's a pretty cool pick. So that really did make it go by a whole lot faster. Also got now an axe on breaking 3, efficiency 3. So digging up some wood, or cutting down some wood rather. That's all going pretty well. And then sharpness 4 on breaking 3 on the sword. So there's no enchanting table over here. I do not have an enchanting table. Kind of a magical place, but yet we don't have an enchanting table. I'm actually going to head over to where I've been enchanting, because that place is looking really neat. Holy cow. Okay, we are over here. It is quite the walk. I can't even render actually where my base would be. It's past that hill, which is just kind of on the edge there. Yeah, you can't really see anything. I wonder, do I have it all the way up? Yeah, I already have it on 16 chunks, so it's way out there. But this is the other housing district. We are in the uptown, kind of the fancier part, and this is the slums are supposed to be kind of the more poor part, although this place is looking a heck of a lot fancier right now. Man, this place looks incredible. So this is Coop Dizzle's house up there. Looks like he got a bit of terraforming going along the side there. That looks so neat. Really do like that windmill on the side. I think that's supposed to be a water mill right there. You got smoke coming out of there and everything. Super neat. I'm not sure who built that, but it's also in that kind of matching style here. This all looks absolutely incredible. Even this right here, holy cow, this is a dam, so that's definitely a water mill right there. But man, Coop worked on this thing. You can see his statue right there. I already got a player head though. That's pretty cool. Didn't actually realize those were enabled. And yeah, this just, wow, that's all I have to say. Oh, the water mill spits out water from there. Goes all the way down the hillside and then goes through the dam back into the river at the bottom. That is just a whole lot of planning that I would not be able to do. That is not something that I would really plan to do, and that is absolutely incredible. Really well thought out, and it just looks absolutely amazing. But that's not actually where the enchanting table is. If we come through here, there's yet another really neat build. We come right here. Oh man, big crane and everything. We got Cortez Areno really going at it. He's made so much progress already. Not actually an episode out yet, so it's probably going to be a whole lot of stuff in one video there. Where is the staircase? I totally forget. It is over here. And you come on up here. Entrances around the back here, and there's stuff here. I'm not going to go through all of it. Go check out his stuff for that, but we're going to head down here, and when we come down to the bottom, there's kind of like this little landing thing. We could either go further down. Not actually sure what is down there. That might be mining, or maybe mining's off in that direction. I'm not really sure. Looks like a villager farm over there, but we keep heading down, and this is like the main chunk of his base, really, I think, because we come down here. Yeah, this is where his storage room is. Auto smeltery, probably. Man, I have not actually explored this place, but it looks absolutely incredible. I don't know what all that stuff is, but that looks kind of neat. Oh, those, I'm not sure what those are. Nether portal and everything. Oh, there's another enchanting table. Okay. Yeah, so there's the one right here, and there's also one down on this end. Just absolutely so neat. I have not gotten a chance really to see any of the other members builds. I should have actually brought that shovel over here when I came, but oh well. Yeah, I've not really gotten a chance to see other members' builds yet. This was just one because I was looking for an enchanting table. Guys, absolutely incredible. Everything around here is really blowing my mind. Really can't wait to see how the rest of the season kind of unveils itself, because it is already just looking super spectacular. Trying to fight my way back here through all the mobs just so I could show this thing off at night. This thing looks super cool. The fire illuminates it all, makes it... Makes it look super neat. Really do like that. Like I said before, you can see that all light up there. Looks like I kind of went splash everywhere. Let's put my armor back on. Did I not have leggings? I thought I just made some leggings. There they are. Okay. I think we're all good. I think we're all good. I don't even see that thing coming, man. Okay. Super minor repairs here. Not going to take very long at all. But yeah, like I said, guys, that just looks super cool. Really do dig it. I'm going to go put this back, and then I want to really chop this out and kind of plan out the next part of this build here. I see that spider. That just popped up right there. Well, such a huge part of the mountain carved out here, and we still didn't quite have enough room to be doing the layout here. This comes right up to the edge. Had to dig back a little bit here. It may not be too big of an issue, but I still probably will end up pushing it back a little bit further, because we don't want to be just right up touching against the mountain here. I mean, if it comes pretty close, or if it kind of like laps over it, that's fine. But I don't know, like that might not work too well here. But yeah, we did take out quite a bit. It used to come like all the way out here, wrap around, like out to here, I think. I mean, it was quite crazy. We took out a lot of hill here, and we even cut back this side too. Didn't actually plan on it, but did it anyway. And I think it is looking quite a bit more spacious now. Kind of a little bit more like, I don't know, it kind of shows off how much area we really have to work with a little bit better, which I think is pretty helpful here. And then we did also replace all the stone on the ground with grass. And even though most of that in the middle is going to get covered up with dark oak for the floor, everything else around it is all grass, at least most of it. Some of it's still growing in here. But that does look a bit better than the stone, and we will have other things going out here that will make grass a much better choice. So still some in the mountainside. I probably won't be replacing that. I kind of like that kind of more mountainous look with the stone than with the grass there. And one thing I was worried about was that Enderman would come by and sweep up all the dirt, which I have had happen to me before. However, now it actually did check. The Endermen do not steal blocks, whatever command block mod thingy that is, so that the Endermen don't steal blocks is turned on. So that is very good. We won't be losing all of our terrain here. But anyway, yeah, we did quite a bit of work this episode, mostly off camera, mostly digging. But we did also get this big thing in, which I think is looking pretty cool. I don't know, still a little bit on edge about that right there, but we've got still some time to fix it before going into the next episode. So this area here is marked off. This will be kind of like the grand hall, where you see, there's like the stage up there with the podium, and there's different tables for each of the houses. We're just gonna have 2 tables, and just for decoration, maybe not even, I don't know. And all along the side here, we are going to have chests for some storage. So nothing auto. Not in here. Maybe at one point I'll move it up here, but we just don't have the resources right now to really be doing a full auto sorting system. So just lots of chests going across here, make it all look neat and stuff. But that'll all be next episode, because I've already put quite a bit of time into this episode, and I really don't have much more to give. I'd have to be doing like the whole thing, because they're already at like 17 or 18 minutes or something like that. So anyway, hope you all have enjoyed. Go and subscribe for more. Anyway, this is MopBot going down, and I'll see y'all next time.